FBI was trying to get in the phone, and they wanted Apple to make a device or make some software or something that could break into the phone. Apple was like, we not gonna make it because we don't. Android is more like a computer, but iPhone is great. It's mainly choosing between privacy and security versus freedom and customization. Hey man, you tired of your friends trying to shame you because you got an Android? Or you wondering why your friend got an Android? Or why people like me prefer Androids? Or, now recently why I decided to do both. This video, I want to break down and explain iPhone versus Android, so y'all can see each world. I got like a 6-page PowerPoint, you hear me, just to go quick. Now what I said I was gonna do too was I was just gonna make it to where like I tally from my personal standpoint of which, because I don't know. Like I put plus and minuses on side of each thing that I talk about. I want to see how many points I get. But I also want to know which one you prefer and why, at the end of the video anyway. So let's go on. My experience with this, I love technology. It helped with efficiency, like the robots and stuff. Now, I don't really like all that. But productivity, I'm able to do a lot of things and be productive in ways that not having technology allows me to do. And it just make life better in a lot of ways. Cell phones, computers, or TVs, whatever, dealing with technology. So I use iPhone until probably like whenever the 4S's was out. I think that was my last one. And I stopped using them because like after it started getting hard to jailbreak, and you gotta keep jailbreaking and all that, because you could be able to do more and stuff. iPhone, they got a lot of restrictions and stuff. So I had some experience with iPhone early on. And then I switched. Been on Android ever since. I also, when it comes to computers, I prefer Apple. It's backwards. I prefer Apple, but I got Windows too. And they got their pros and cons, which I'm gonna probably do a video on also. So definitely subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But recently, after seeing the stuff that I was missing in the iPhone world, as technology evolved and as time went on, I recently decided to get me an iPhone 13. Just to have on the side so I could get the best of both worlds. And I ain't got no SIM card in it. I just use my iCloud and just hook it up to Wi-Fi. As long as you're on Wi-Fi, you can use iMessages and FaceTime, which was one of the main reasons why I wanted to have an iPhone, to be able to have those capabilities. But we're going to get into why in a minute. Lastly, I'm going to say with my experience, I've been with Galaxy, with Samsung Galaxy. That's important because, for one, like that's a top tier one. People like, oh, the Android and all, it ain't cheap. They got Androids that cost the same as iPhone. When the iPhones came out in 2020, I had the option. They was both the same price with AT&T. They gave me the option to either get the iPhone 10 or the Galaxy S20. You know which one I went with, the Galaxy S20. They the same price. So it ain't about the cost. Samsung top tier, but they got cheap Androids. They got some other ones that's like top tier too, but Samsung Galaxy, I rock with that. Just, from my experience, that's what I like. Yeah, so let's get into one of the categories. You talking about privacy and security. With the iPhone, you talking about communication. iPhone, FaceTime, and iMessage is encrypted. So anything that go through any one of them methods of communications, nobody else that you don't want to be getting into the conversations can go get into the conversations, and they not being stored or like recorded and all of that. So it's a secure way to talk without worrying about who's trying to eavesdrop on your conversation and steal your ideas or whatever other reason you may not want everybody to hear, be able or have access to hear what you're saying. So communication encryption, that's a plus. iPhone get a plus for that. Android, they just got the RCS chat, and it's only 1-to-1. So if me and you, like if you're in a group chat, it ain't RCS. And both of the devices need to be compatible. I got my Galaxy and this iPhone, like it got to be compatible. Basically need to be turned on in the settings or whatever. However, if if it's compatible, I guess, like, 'cause some of them might be older that you can't really use the newer stuff. So that's Android's way of kind of having some encryption, and that's a plus or minus. I'm saying you could do it for yourself if you want to, but for me, now when it comes to hardware, basically it's unhackable. What I like about iPhone in like 2016, Apple what they did was it was like a terrorist group or something, and basically what they did, the FBI was trying to get in the phone, man. They wanted Apple to make some a device or make some software or something that could break into the phone because they couldn't get in the phone. And Apple was like, we not gonna make it because we don't want to like compromise the integrity and security and stuff of every other iPhone user. We not gonna make it. So they stood on business when it comes to privacy and security. You can't get in there. They device is basically unhackable. So that's I got a plus for them, but at the same time, hardware for high end Androids is they have it, but it could still be a little bit more vulnerable by it being more open source, kind of like a computer, more freedom, like which is what I'm gonna get into. And Samsung specifically, they never been in a situation where they was forced to do something like as big as what Apple did, but they had little like run-ins in the past, but it wasn't like nothing major that I could remember. So that's 2-0 right now. Yeah, with iPhone with me. Um, no viruses and malware. You ain't gotta really worry about no viruses or nobody like kind of doing nothing maliciously on your phone like that. They software is built to where you can't really penetrate it or hack it or whatever. When it comes to Android and with that open source, you got more app freedom too. But that comes with risk, like with the virus and stuff like that, with viruses and malware. So it depends on what you want, you know what I'm saying? And it also depends on the user too, and making sure you don't do stuff and you're knowledgeable enough to not do certain things. But I ain't even gonna give nobody nothing for that one because that's like on me if I like go do some crazy stuff. But I'd rather the freedom, me personally. But I ain't even going. I ain't even I understand why Apple do what they do, so I'm not gonna get them like negative for that. So I'm gonna respect what they got going on. And lastly, like privacy and security when it comes to data. Nah, Apple they only take necessary data. Like look at necessary data, just that they need to provide the service, whatever you're trying to do. And they don't have like no ad profile on you. They're not saving stuff based off of what you do and advertising you stuff and all of that. They're not building up an online profile of you. Android, which is Google heavy, which we on YouTube. Shout out to Google, shout out to YouTube. Y'all do y'all thing. But Google, they business model is using your data to, like selling your data or using your data to, advertise to you for other companies and stuff. They data collection is from a Gmail, a YouTube, like even certain things that you do in your phone, location wise or different things in your phone, in your actual Android phone, Google got access to. And you can go in your settings and tweak it and probably make it to where they don't have as much, but they got access to a lot. And they got full access to Google Chrome, and pretty much all that other stuff. But the thing with privacy is like it's a lot that can be done with that data. I ain't gonna go into too much, but it's up to you how you feel about data. The point is Google do data collection as a business, so they're gonna be heavy on data collection. Now it depends on like I say, it's dealing with privacy. It's like if somebody, do you want to keep your blinds open all day and just a glass house so everybody can see what you're doing? Everybody could just walk past, come see what you're doing. Everything out there, they know what it said, what that at, what you do, where you stay at, what you like, what you don't like. You remember who you voted for, who this, who that. They know everything about you. It's just, yeah, you want everybody, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, that's up to you. So that's privacy and security. Let's go ahead and keep it moving, and we're gonna go to the devices themselves. You know, so iPhone. You know, they got the camera. I haven't tested it to see about the resolution too much, but I noticed it. The resolution do keep up when you like zoom in and stuff. It zoom in, but see, Android, their resolution is like when you start zooming in, it's like it'll look good on a for the full scale, but like once you go to cropping and zooming in on the pictures, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it just start getting blurry immediately, but it starts to show. And it be some of my stuff, it be looking grainy. You know, I noticed with my Galaxy S22, and that's because low light. You know, like they don't have a like good low lighting like hardware pretty much. I guess the software too make a difference. I was looking on ChatGPT and they were saying that the software makes some kind of difference or whatever too. So that may be a thing too. But iPhone, iPhone, y'all getting another iPhone got another piece. So next we got the App Store, you know, which is kind of go back to what you prefer, you know, because it's App Store restricted. If it ain't in the App Store, you can't download it. Now with that, you got the Android where you got the Play Store where you can download it from the Google Store or you can download from another like App Store. What's the other one? Like Avatar, or they got different one. They got a even Galaxy stores. You know what I'm saying? They got the Galaxy store, the Samsung, you know, App Store, and you know different stores. And not only that, you can download straight from like websites that may not be in the Play stores and stuff yet because they haven't did all of the stuff that they got to go through to get the app on there. So you know, you could download that, you know what I'm saying. So you got more freedom to be able to download apps that you want to download, and that comes at a cost of it's like the user. Like if you go and download some from an app that you don't, you know, like you go click the wrong thing and basically you done downloaded a virus or something like that, and now they getting all of your information. So you know, they Android they got more security and stuff now, especially like with the browsers they try to help and stuff. They got more, but it ain't like Apple, and that is it ain't it, you know, that's a risk. You know, there is a risk. You know, not they have it to where it's on default to where if it's not from the Google Play Store, it ain't gonna let you download it from default. And I think you gotta go change it on at least most ones on the Galaxy one for sure. But so I'm not gonna fault neither one of them for that. I understand why they doing what they doing. Um, I prefer, you know, what I prefer. But like I say, I'm not gonna fault neither one of them. But the App Store, you heard? I mean, the music app. Let's talk about the music app. Man, when you go to, let's say I download a song from, you know, you can copy and paste the YouTube link and go download it from a website like YouTube to MP3 or something like that, and yeah, you can download the audio so it could be in your files. Because a lot of you streaming a lot nowadays, a lot anyway. But for me, like I download like a beat, you know. Shout out to AJ on the track. You know, let's say some AJ send me a beat, and I'm on the go, I'm on the road or however, and I want to download the song and start playing the music on repeat in my notes, writing the song. So iPhone don't allow me to do that because every time you play the file, it's gonna like go to sleep. Like it gotta be like in your music library, which you gotta like use the computer and stuff like that to go do. You know, so you gotta be at your computer and stuff. So it's a lot you gotta do just to like play a file on, you know, on repeat in your music library. So yeah, on Android, you know, that's Apple, but Android, you know, you can download it. It's gonna go to your music player. You know, you can play it. It's gonna go in your library with all your other stuff that you have on your phone that's in your music folders and stuff. I got stuff that I've been saving, albums and stuff that I done bought, from iTunes and all of that. I can take these all files and they organize together as albums by artists and all of that. I can take these files and I can go drop them in there. I may not want to rely on internet and streaming for the moment or whatever. I may want to play something straight from my phone or something. Or whatever the case may be. Still internet might be down or something. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the case may be, I want my stuff on my phone. And I don't want to have to go to no computer. So long story short, that's another thing. And I'm giving Android a plus on that one. You hear me? Android got the first plus, you hear me? So it's 3-1 right now. So basically, scheduling messages. iPhone cannot schedule messages. They've been, I think I remember seeing people saying, why Android ain't got this? Why iPhone ain't got this like Android yet? It's been years we've been asking them. And it seems simple. I don't know why they wouldn't do it, but they say they got a shortcut to do it. They say you can go in your, and do it in your shortcuts. They call it the shortcuts, and it's a loophole, but it's only going to be a SMS. It ain't gonna be like the iMessage and stuff. But it says like some kind of loophole. But on Android, yeah, you can schedule your messages. You heard me? You can schedule your messages. Let's say I'm tomorrow somebody's birthday or something. In case I don't forget. I make sure I don't forget to text somebody something. Or I'm gonna be asleep. Whenever it come or it's too late and I want to do it at a certain time. Whatever the case may be, I can type the message up and schedule it. And then it's going to send whatever time you schedule it for. However many days ahead you schedule it for, it's going to schedule it. Definitely Android getting a plus for that one. I want to give them 2 pluses for that one. But, Apple, I assume that's nothing for them to go and do. I don't know why. But another thing, custom ringtone. Speaking of the songs I was just talking about, I can go on Android. Let's say on Android, I can go pick a song from my phone and set it as a ringtone and pick whatever part I want out of and make it a ringtone. Or I could do it as a sound too. Or I could download custom sounds for notifications. You know what I'm saying? For come on your phone or whatever. And yeah, I like them custom ringtones when I'm at places and stuff when my phone ain't on silent. Because, a lot of times I just be having my phone on silent. So when people come through, I like for them to. Wonder why I'm always busy, why I'm always on the go, cause I got moves to make, I got money to get. I like for them to hear that I can see the future sometimes. Or like some of the sounds, I may not want to use them as an alarm. I may want to use a different alarm sound or something. So whatever the case may be, I can use custom stuff. iPhone, you can't do that. You need a computer, or you can use the GarageBand app. According to the internet, you can use the GarageBand app. Because I ain't even go check that out or try that. But they say it take a while. It takes some steps and all this and that. It's a bit more complicated versus iPhone or Android. You can just go on there. You listen to the song in your music library, and you can just click and then click set as ringtone or set as, right there. That's another plus for Android. So we tied up. We tied up right now. We are tied up. The close out, y'all. The close out, y'all. Y'all can see that, y'all. Like when you press the little thing like that to close the thing, you gotta keep on closing. But if you want to close all your apps on Android, once you press the little button, all you gotta do is just press close all. It's gonna close all up. You still want to keep a couple of them open, you can just select, and go through them. So Android, you hear me? They on top right now. The Android got 4. Let's go. So keyboard. So look, the keyboard, y'all. Let's say I'm trying to text somebody, and I text this message, and then I wanna make a adjustment. You gotta hold it and go to it like this to do it. And sometimes it do like that. Stuff go to popping up and all of that to try to make an adjustment, and that gets kind of crazy. Android, right here. So I'm on here, I'm texting somebody. Bing, 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 bing. I could just click it. Or I could drag the cursor. Like that. It's simple. And also another thing with the keyboard, the clipboard, the stuff that you copy and paste. You on iPhone, you can only copy and paste just the one thing. Once you go copy something else, the last thing that you had copied is deleted, is over, which I guess is a security feature. So I guess that's good. Now that I think about that, maybe that's why they did that. But for Android, you got a clipboard. So when you copy something and you go copy something else, you can go back to the second, the last thing you copied before the second thing. You can go back up to like 52 times. I think I counted, it was like 52 times that you could go back and do it. And it's right on, like right where you texting it, pay something right quick and beam. Efficiency, smooth, fast. You know what I'm saying? So definitely Android up. We got 5. Android got a full house and iPhone got 3. So let's continue. Let's continue. So let's talk about the extra features now. Now the extra features, I ain't really even gotta show them. I could just really run through these. So AirDrop, a song, a phone, or movie or video or whatever, you basically AirDrop it to people around you and stuff like that. That's raw. That's convenient. That's technology. I love technology like that. Android Galaxy, they got quick share. So you can do it with other Samsung users. But not even other Android, other Samsung users, you can do it with. That's like a niche type of thing. Everybody, ain't got Samsung, but a lot more people got iPhone. Like I said, I be seeing a lot of DJs, they ask, man, send me AirDrop, AirDrop to me. I ain't got no iPhone. I got tired of them saying, I'm like, man, y'all tripping. I can email it. They like, man, email. And what you in 2020, 2019, 20, it's 2024. They be looking at me like I'm crazy. So, if it's an efficient way to do business like that, when it comes to the music industry, then I feel like that's something that I can use to my advantage if I can. So they get a plus. iPhone get a plus for the AirDrop. Let's get into Apple Pay. So for the Apple Pay though, y'all know how Apple Pay works. I like how you can send a message if you texting somebody and they need to pay you, they can just send you the money through your text message, like that. Bing. And when you're using the Apple Pay, a lot of people got Apple Pay. Now, Android, they got the Samsung Pay, but is less like used or less compatible and accepted. You can't send Samsung Pay to no Android users in no message. But for Apple Pay, yeah, y'all definitely gotta get one from when they get one more from me. So they got 5. So right now we should be tied up. It's 5 and 5. Now to Find My, you heard me? To Find My. So to Find My, you find your iPhone, find your ad tag, find your whatever. So, they got a lot of people, and not only that, your location is private. Apple stand on privacy and security. With Android, you got the Google Find My. Galaxy and Samsung, they have the Smart Things. They got the Smart Things app, and it's like the Apple ecosystem, but it's not as many people that use it. It's niche. Like I say, you got Android versus the iPhone, but that's one thing. But then you got Samsung that make it more niche because LG make Androids, or like Google Pixel make Android, or different companies make Androids. So and then, that's how you get into more of the cheaper end ones. But even Samsung got their lower end ones. But I'm just saying, it's different companies that make them. So if they don't have a lot of people with Samsung, it's gonna make it harder for them to be able to use data because people not gonna be like around, to even ping data off of and stuff, ping location stuff. It's not as efficient as Apple got theirs. Apple got more. They got a lot more people in their ecosystem, a lot more devices and stuff with the Find My. So that's the thing, and like I say, with the Google, we talk about data, privacy. We were just talking about that data. Apple stand on business. Apple stand on business when they come to privacy and stuff like that. And your location, man, like that's a security risk and everything, you know what I'm saying? So Apple getting a plus for me. Apple getting a plus for me, yeah. For that. Apple getting a plus for me. You could pick whatever one you want to pick. Share Play is another one. So share play, if I'm on FaceTime and I want to share a video or something or so a song or whatever, my screen or whatever with somebody, I can share my screen, my phone screen, and let somebody see something right quick or share whatever. It's built into FaceTime. Android ain't got nothing like that. They ain't got nothing like that. So we're gonna give iPhone another beat. iCloud keychain, that's like your passwords and stuff. Besides you trying to remember everything, and they can make your passwords, so you ain't gotta keep like trying to make one, and you don't have everything the same thing as your stuff that may be your important and sensitive stuff like your banking and things like that, or you might want to have your social media different. But like basically something as you can remember. But some stuff like websites and all of that, you can let it generate your password like with different random numbers, like how your Wi-Fi password, because they harder to like hack and stuff, and you ain't gotta be remembering it. It's save it into the keychain, so you get your pluses for that. Now Samsung, they got the Samsung Pass, but it's not as big and accepted and used as the iCloud chain or compatible to Samsung Pass, like with a lot of other websites and stuff. Now Google is, but they, back to the privacy thing. So that's up to you. Me personally, I ain't even gonna give none. I would trust Apple a bit more simply because they privacy and security, like they stand on it. That they back that, they behind that message, and they prove that, in real world cases where they had government pressure on them and stuff like that. I say because the password, I mean, that's not really nothing Google, but really like it's not like data that I assume that they not like willing to sell or use against you. But like I say, Apple, what they stand on. So I want to give it to Apple, but I'm just gonna be biased on the unbiased on that one. Now Apple, we got two more, y'all. We got the Apple Health and Fitness, and they integrate with the health fitness watch, and they got stuff that they track, a lot of stuff that they track, blood pressure, all this and that. You can do a lot of cool things to help you with your health and then even with your fitness, and they got all of that integrated. Got Samsung, they got the thing too when it comes to, they got the Galaxy. They got the Galaxy watches, which I have a Galaxy watch. It worked good, integrate good, all that. They even have the app on the phone. They got fitness stuff in there and all of that. They track your blood pressure, do all of that, and it's free. Think with Apple, you gotta pay like a subscription for something. I don't think it was much. It was like $4 or something. But I think Apple got some cool stuff going on with health because I seen some, and I know Apple is secure in privacy and security. So when it comes to health, that's something that's privacy. You know what I'm saying? That's privacy right there. Like that's up to whatever they got going on, and whatever you prefer. I gave both of them a plus. So the privacy thing, that's up to you to decide. I'm not really gonna give it a opinion on right now. But if I find out later that Apple's more better, which like I say, when it comes to privacy and security, I'll trust Apple more anyway. So, but I'm gonna just keep it unbiased. And lastly, we got AirPlay. Now with AirPlay, that's you pretty much, you can take something from your photos, like a video from your photos gallery, on your Android or your photos app on your iPhone, and you can play a video to your TV. You can even play stuff that's from cloud-based storage that you have on Google Drive and stuff like that. It's another one I use with P-Cloud. They are really good. I like them too. The point is, you can play it straight from your phone. You could play like your YouTube. You could like sync it, to where it could start playing on your TV, and you can close your phone and stuff like that. And your phone don't gotta be tied up. You should be able to answer your phone and all of that like normal. It ain't like screen mirroring. It's like playing in the background or whatever. But so AirPlay got that. iPhone got the AirPlay. Galaxy specifically got the Smart View, and it pretty much do the same thing. So that's that, y'all. In conclusion, it's mainly choosing between privacy and security versus freedom and customization. or affordability. Like I say, like if some people just may not can afford both. You know what I'm saying? But what if you had the choice? That's what between the two. That's what you're choosing mainly between privacy and security versus freedom and customization. And Android is more like a computer, with the more freedom and customization. But iPhone is great privacy and security, as well as AirDrop, Apple Pay, Find My ecosystem, um, the Share Play when you're on FaceTime and you can just share something, your screen, or share whatever with somebody. Y'all can watch it together or whatever. And the iCloud keychain, which is ways around that one. So it what it is with that one. But me, I'm in a unique situation where I wanted both. So if Apple can integrate the things that's missing from the iPhone that's on the Android that I like that I just talked about, then hey, I might go fully. I'm going fully Apple. But to the end, man, I just gotta use the best of both worlds and just try to see as technology evolve. That's how I'm making it work for me. I'm using both, but Galaxy is the main one. Even though iPhone got more, I gotta have the Galaxy, man. It's just more efficient and convenient for me to have it and have that device on me more towards my primary device versus an iPhone. Thanks to this video, y'all, I am now again reconsidering my primary device to be iPhone. With all things considered, it just starting to make the most sense for me. Let me know what works for you, and let me know why that works for you. Like if it's man, the pros outweigh the cons, or what you like the most out of what you value the most out of what I just talked about, privacy and security, like how the device is built or the extra features and stuff. So just let me know. But this what it is, y'all. Y'all share this video. Y'all tired of people talking about my Android, my this, my that, my this and that, the iPhone, this, all you iPhone, Android people. Share this video. You hear me? Do you appreciated this video? This video was insightful and helpful to you. You want to help share with somebody. You tired of people talking about your Android. Man, share with them so they can know. They can know why. You hear me? They can know why you like the iPhone. Know why you like the Android. Or if it helped you decide between the two, let me know which one you pick, which one you prefer. So, share it, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave your thoughts down below and definitely don't forget to turn it in a mall.